My word, what a year for gaming this has been. The question is, of the ton of releases that have hit shelves in 2008, which are the best? Well, it's taken much deliberation and just a bit of fisticuffs, but we finally got our top 5. Before we get started though, a quick word to the games that got close, but didn't quite make it. Dead Space, Fallout 3, Fable 2, Burnout Paradise and Left 4 Dead. We salute you. With that out of the way, here's the top 5, starting with Gears of War 2. Marcus and Dom are back in action as the no-nonsense COG Marines charged with leading the human race's last stand against the all-conquering Locust Horde. There are new and bigger weapons, more varied enemies and a longer, more involving story. Most importantly, of course, the chainsaw is back, and along with a host of new finishing moves, makes this one of the most gloriously gory games ever to hit consoles. If you like your battles big and bloody, you've got to get Gears. At number 4, it's Metal Gear Solid 4, Guns of the Patriots. In June this year, everyone's favourite chain-smoking hero returned for one last mission. And what a mission it was. Metal Gear Solid 4 sees you travelling from a Middle Eastern war zone to the bow of a naval vessel, fighting enemies old and new, whilst also combating the effects of premature aging. What makes this instalment of the franchise so special is the mix of fast-paced action with the trademark stealth. Oh, and the story is a typically brilliant and bonkers affair, which is told through some of the most amazing cutscenes you're ever likely to see.
You okay? Hey, I owe you one. Want to use this?
Number 3 has got to be Call of Duty World at War. We're going to hold our hands up here and admit that we thought this 5th instalment in the Call of Duty franchise was going to be pants. After we accepted the switch to present-day combat in last year's Modern Warfare, none of us wanted to return to the Second World War. The truth is though, we were hooked on World at War within 5 minutes. From the incredible presentation to the spectacular set pieces and frighteningly fast and realistic gunfights, this is every part the worthy successor to last year's Game of the Year. Oh, and the new co-op campaign mode is an absolute blast. At number 2, it's Sony's cute and quirky Little Big Planet. It's not easy launching a new franchise into this world of endless sequels, especially when said franchise is a cutesy platformer. I mean, how are you going to tempt people away from blowing stuff up? Well, it seems to do it by creating a game that matches its simple premise and artistic style with surprisingly challenging gameplay, huge levels of customization, and vast community support and interaction. There's not been a game as charming, challenging, or long-lasting as this in years. If you're a PS3 owner, you need to get Little Big Planet, and if you're not, it's seriously worth considering getting one just for this. And taking the top spot, it's the unbeatable Grand Theft Auto 4.
Liberty City. Rules.
In GTA 4, you play Nico Bellic, a fresh immigrant to the US who quickly falls into a life of criminality. So far, so unoriginal. But Grand Theft Auto 4 has a lot more depth and heart than you might expect. Of course, if you want to simply run around a living, breathing city, stealing cars and shooting cops, you can. But the story is well written and involving and well worth your time. If you think you've already seen everything Liberty City has to offer and looking for a reason to dive back in, prepare to dust off your disc. The new expansion pack, The Lost and Damned, is hitting the Xbox Live Marketplace on February 17th. If it's anywhere near as good as the main game, it's going to be an absolute classic.
Good Lord. What are you doing? Nothing.